Hey everyone, just wanted to shoot a quick video today on the back of the announcement that there is yet another collaboration and another um, test, if you like, being formed to get exchange of contracts down to 28 days. Now, whilst I appreciate that's a really noble endeavor and I think it's fantastic that the industry is moving towards it, I do have to ask the question, is the property industry too wedded to preserving the status quo? And is the industry actually capable of making the necessary changes that are required to bring these 28-day exchanges to fruition? The reason I ask these questions is because, as some will know that have been in the property industry for some time, that we have had material information as a provision that uh, should now be fully in effect as far as every property listing is concerned that goes on the market. There should be a full material information pack with that property. There should be complete transparency on what's being sold, and that is under material information parts A, B, and C. And yet, still, a couple of years later, the majority of the industry has not yet got on board with those provisions. So, the reason I think that is a problem for property professionals that are in the industry, that's your mortgage brokers, your estate agents, your conveyancers, is that by failing to improve and make these marginal gains, is that the system just compounds its weaknesses. And what do I mean by that? Well, we've seen over the course of the last 20 years the timescale to exchange getting longer and longer and longer. And not only that, but we've seen the decimation of fees across the industry, particularly for conveyancers and particularly for estate agents, that their fees have come down. And I think it's fair to say that estate agents' fees have almost halved over the course of the last 10 to 15 years. So there is clearly a problem that is being compounded by continuing to rely on the way things currently are. And to me, it's crazy when you've got a differentiating factor such as material information that could have so many compounded benefits in favor of agents and their clients, that those provisions are just being ignored. And I think it might be around complexity. I think it might be around fear of making that change when others in the industry aren't doing it. Yet that is where the innovation comes through, right? That is where people can gain the upper hand by implementing a system that their competitors aren't, advising their clients why it's prudent to do it, and the benefits that can come off the back of that. And maybe some agents aren't aware of that, and that's something they can reach out to me and drop a comment below if that's something you want further guidance on. But I see material information as a massive breakthrough for agents, clients, and their solicitors. I really do. And I think any innovation that's pushing towards 28-day exchanges or less is to be welcomed. But I think the unfortunate part about it is that seems to meet a lot of resistance when it goes into contact with the industry as a whole. And that's a shame, because actually clients are begging for it. I read so many comments in forums across the internet of clients that are stressed out of their eyeballs. It's the most stressful thing that we do now is moving home, and you can see why. And yet, the innovations that could help are largely seemingly being ignored. And what we champion, as far as WiggyWam is concerned, is building that community of property professionals who not only want to do things right by their clients, but actually want to be paid more for the work that they do. And every single person that I've talked to over the course of the last 4 years who has moved home, I've always asked them two questions. Did you have a good experience? And the answer to that is usually no. In fact, 99.9% of the time, the answer is no. The second question I asked them then is, if you could have paid 500,000, 1,500 pounds or more to pay away the pain from that experience, would you pay it? And of course, the answer to that is absolutely yes. So that's something to ponder on from an agent's point of view, particularly because they're the first through the door when it comes to talking to the client. And I think the reservation is that they don't bring these things up with their clients is because they're afraid of losing the instruction. And I think that's something where agents do need to be more confident on, because they're actually helping their clients understand that yes, this premium service comes at a cost, but you'll be very, very grateful that you did choose to go down this route rather than sticking with the status quo. So that's my thoughts for today. Drop your comments below if you think the industry is incapable of change, or if you think it can, and you're embracing innovation. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I will see you guys on another video very soon. You take care.